everyone, myself Shivangi Desai, your instructor for the video series of data mining and business intelligence. Today's our topic is neural network. So let's get started. Neural networks are a set of algorithms modeled loosely after the human brain that are designed to recognize patterns. They interpret sensory data through a kind of machine perception, labeling or clustering raw input. The patterns they recognize are numerical, contained in vectors into which all real-world data, whether it's an image, sound, text or time series, must be translated. A neural network is a set of connected input and output units in which each connection has a weight associated with it. During the learning phase, the network learns by adjusting the weights so as to be able to predict the correct class labels of the input tuples. Neural network learning is also referred to as connectionist learning due to the connections between units. Neural networks help us to cluster and classify the data. You can think of them as a clustering and classification layers on top of the data you store or you want to manage. It helps to group unlabeled data according to similarities among the examples, inputs, and they classify data when they have a labeled data set to train on. There are many different kinds of neural networks and neural network algorithms, but the most popular neural network algorithm is backpropagation. A multilayer feed-forward network is the type of neural network on which the backpropagation algorithm performs. The backpropagation algorithms perform learning on a multi-layer feed-forward neural network. It iteratively learns a set of weights for prediction of the class label of tuples. A multi-layer feed-forward neural network consists of an input layer, one or more hidden layers, and one output layer. An example of one such multi-layer feed-forward network is shown in the figure. Each layer is made up of units. The inputs to the network correspond to the attribute measured for each training tuple. The inputs are fed simultaneously into the units making up the input layer. These inputs pass through the input layer and are then weighted and fed simultaneously to second layer of neural links unit, which is also known as the hidden layer. The output of the hidden layer unit can be input to another hidden layer and so on. The number of hidden layers is arbitrary, although in practice, usually only one is used. The weighted outputs of the last hidden layer are input to units making up the output layer, which emits the network's prediction for given tuples. The units in the input layer are called input units, whereas the units in the hidden layer and output layer are sometimes referred to as neurods due to their symbolic biological basis, or also called as output units. The multi-layer neural network shown in this figure has two layers of output units. Therefore, we say that it is a two-layer neural network. Now consider that the input layer is not counted because it serves only to pass the input values to the next layer. Similarly, a network containing two hidden layers is called a three-layer neural network. Same way, a network containing three hidden layers is called a four-layer neural network and so on. It is a feed-forward network since none of the weights cycle back to an input unit or to a previous layer's output unit. It is fully connected in that each unit provides input to each unit in the next forward layer. Each output unit takes as input a weighted sum of the outputs from the units in the previous layer. It applies a nonlinear function to the weighted input. Multi-layer feed-forward neural networks are able to model the class prediction as a nonlinear combination of the inputs. From a statistical point of view, they perform nonlinear regression. Multi-layer feed-forward networks given enough hidden units and enough training samples can closely approximate any functions. So let's discuss the limitations of neural network. As you can see in this figure, neural network has three basic limitations. First one is long training time. State-of-the-art deep learning algorithms which realize successful training of really deep neural networks can take several weeks to train completely from scratch. By contrast, most traditional machine learning algorithms take much less time to train, ranging from a few minutes to a few hours or days. Neural networks involve long training times and are therefore more suitable for applications where this is feasible. They require a number of parameters that are typically best determined by observation or experience, such as the network topology or structure. Second limitation is poor interpretability. Neural networks have been criticized for their poor interpretability. For example, it is difficult for humans to interpret the symbolic meaning behind the learned weights and of hidden units in the network. These features initially made neural networks less desirable for data mining. Furthermore, the best known disadvantage of neural network is their black box nature. Now, what is black box nature? Simply put, you don't know how or why your neural network came up with a certain output. For example, when you put an image of a cat into a neural network and it predicts it to be a car, it is very hard to understand what caused it to arrive at this prediction. So ultimately we can say it is a black box nature. When you have features that are human interpretable, it is much easier to understand the cause of the mistake. Third limitation of neural network is amount of data. Well, neural network usually requires much more data than traditional machine learning algorithms, as in at least thousands if not millions of label samples. This isn't an easy problem to deal with, and many machine learning problems can be solved well with less data if you use other algorithms. Now let's discuss the advantages of neural network. Advantages of neural networks, however, include their high tolerance of noisy data as well as their ability to classify patterns on which they have not been trained. They can be used when you may have little knowledge of the relationships between attributes and classes. They are well suited for continuous valued input and output, unlike most decision tree algorithms. They have been successful on a wide array of real-world data, including handwritten character recognition, pathology and laboratory medicine, and training a computer to pronounce English text. Neural network algorithms are inherently parallel. Parallelization techniques can be used to speed up the computation process. In addition, several techniques have been recently developed for rule extraction from trained neural networks, and these factors contribute to the usefulness of neural networks for classification and numeric prediction in data mining. So in today's lecture, we discuss about the basic of neural network along with its limitation and advantages. Neural network is highly used in the application where accuracy is at utmost important over the time required for the classification. It has ample advantages which includes high tolerance of noisy data, ability to classify patterns on which they have not been trained. They are well suited for continuous valued input and outputs. They have been successful on a wide array of real world data. Neural network algorithms are inherently parallel, and several techniques for the rule extraction from trained neural networks have been developed. However, on the flip side, it also has a set of limitations as well, which includes long training time, poor interpretability, and the requirement of the data. High amount of data is required by the neural network in order to classify the samples. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you.